I believe in miracles. Where you from, you sexy thing? So today was C4, the big, maybe the biggest Comic Con that actually has to do with like mainly comics in the city locally. Shout out to the sponsors 204. The first 100 entrants were sponsored to have free entry on from them. I was supposed to get there early actually, but you know how it goes. Work screwed up, so I got there a little bit late. But I was still on time to get there for. They had like a whole hall wall of long boxes of dollar bins. Um, so that's what all this stuff is. The deal was like I was like, I'll just only get a short box, but the deal was if you fill a long box, estimated about 270 comics would fit in there, then it would just be limited to $200. And it got to the point that I knew I was like over a short box and towards the long box. So, and I was like only halfway looking through all of those dollar bins. So, yeah, I did that deal. And I was like, man, what's the budget going to be like? What if I find like big grails and big things that I really want? But no, honestly, short reviews to anybody local. I didn't really find like great deals there besides like dollar and 50-cent bins and stuff. So mainly it's stuff like that. A few things that are like a little more, but nothing crazy. Um, to yeah, in summation for anybody local, like probably a lot of stuff was probably priced like around like retail or if you were mailing away minus the shipping. So buyer beware. I could be wrong though, but I did, OCD. Like I have to thoroughly comb every inch of that place. um, so shout out. But yeah, let's go through this dollar box. And you know that we were allowed to. We're not freaking amateurs here. We flip the spines to fit more, even filled the sides in and stuff, which was cool with them. So we'll do this dollar bin first, or dollar. A whole bunch of grabs from that huge dollar section, and then other vendors back here. Yeah, I didn't find like a lot of crazy stuff, but some cool stuff there too. That is not a dollar. There is a 50-cent bin. Stuff too that he was blowing out. It was dollar stuff, but then I guess I lost track of time, but it was like near enough to the end that he was like 50 cents, man, each. Just take as many as you want. Get them all out of here. All right, let's go. Yeah, and this is all like I didn't organize this yet. I just wanted to like go through, power through with you guys. It seems like you guys would kind of might enjoy it more when it's kind of just in order of how I found it too. So getting this New Mutants when it's ill Bill on getting ill, right? When he's getting real loose, especially these painted covers. New Mutants 27, 28, some Nightcrawler number 4. I forgot I should have went through these for doubles. Number 1, that's by the at the front of the box. That was my I meant to. I was like, okay, all that stuff at the front, I need to like go through it. Number 2, so yeah, I can have a little bit of doubles here by accident. Number 4, a weird indie looking thing, Dark Wolf. Yeah, that's the great thing about these dollar bins. There was quite a good amount of indie stuff that I love it. Because in this show, it was like mainly like the stuff that wasn't bargained in. The majority of stuff in the show was like mainstream, but yeah, there's some mainstream stuff in those dollar bins too. Deadline USA. I feel like I remember there's something about this, right? It's got some Johnny Nemo in there. Pathways to Fantasy, extra copy of that. Some John Bolton, Windsor Smith, Jeff Jones. Putting this together, Don Simpson, Border Worlds is number 6. Tarzan, Warlords of Mars, John Carter, number 4. I didn't even look at the number, I just saw Bruce Jones and Brett Blevins, kind of like those guys. X-Men and the Micronauts, number 1. Number 2. Some early Evan Dorkin before Milk and Cheese, Pirate Corps, number 4. I like this series. It's kind of like post-apocalyptic mercenaries, and almost like Class of 1984. Like they're like high school students or something, but it's like sci-fi violence. It's kind of good. The Rovers, number 1. Been looking. I was actually like willing to mail away to get these. I was looking at ordering these online for a while. Number 2. Number 3. Wanted for treason and mass murder. Shoot on sight. I'm not a huge fan of the twist ending of this Black Kiss. I know a lot of people in the audience probably are. Whatever you care to do. Number 1, Black Kid Sour Shaken. Howl, an anthology of werewolves, Halloween special. Yeah, if some like indie werewolf stuff. I love indie genre stuff. Howl, number 2. The Fist of God, number 2. Butch Burcham. Elbow, I hope you're right about Gun Fury being good, because I'm checking them out. Here's number 3. And if you need any of these, dude, let me know. I'll gladly send them your way. Number 4, number 5. For a second set of Ronin, I'm missing issues 2, 5, and 6, but not number 5 anymore, at least. Another indie thing, weird looking. It almost looks like Glacy, is it? Maybe that is part of a Glacy signature. Cat and Mouse, number 1, premiere issue. Talk about your 1-2 punch. Fun characters, fun art. This is what every new comic ought to be, says Steve Englehart. Oh, hell yeah, brother. This is the kind of thing I love to find in a dollar bin. With Bruce Jones and Richard Corbin. Rippin' Time, number 1. I don't see the number on there. I'm tripping. Wait, where? Yeah, there's no number on it. I think that's number 1. Number 3. Number 5. Son of Mutant World, number 1. Getting a second set together, I think. Oh, yes! John Strunad and Richard Corbin. Pure insanity. Yeah, just taking a chance on weird looking indie stuff. I told myself, like, make sure to only get stuff that when you look at it, you think, like, maybe, yeah, that looks like it would be fun to read. Because sometimes, I mean, just self-reflection here, evaluation, assessing to go forward. Sometimes I end up with stuff that I'm like, when I actually look at it, I'm like, I don't want to read that. It feels like work kind of to find out if it's good or not. Sometimes you find gems though. But I was like, make sure that want to look inside it. Unexpected, number 216. Some of the later DC horror is a little like, I've said it before. It's like too comedic, but Joe Kubert cover. And it's like a vampire versus a samurai or something. Unexpected, number 190 something. Terrifying Tales from Witching Hour and House of Secrets. Read Dracula's Daughter. Some more Kubert. Tor, number 2. I saw this said featuring George A. Romero. Kind of nice painted cover. Oh, it's Bernie Wrightson actually painted cover. Toe Tags, number 1. And number 2, another painted Wrightson cover. Didn't even realize that. Didn't really look at those. Secret Origins, starring The Spectre and Deadman, number 15. See Deadman, buy Deadman. Always putting these together because the Marvel Rivals game has given them value and stuff. Magic, number 2. Mask, number 2. This is about to be rebooted as part of the Energon universe, right? Maybe I should fix these quick. Keith Laumer's Retief, adapted by Dennis Fujitake and John Strnad. If I see the name John Strnad, I'm gonna grab it for $1, absolutely. I'm always saying getting these the kind of like early invasion, like the first kind of wave of stuff to be translated from Japanese manga to the North America. Like this imprint, especially Studio Proteus, is great. Quick aside, Crack, if you're watching, they do have like about a handful, maybe about this big, all in total, of Sanctuary. I couldn't tell if it was like, just by flipping through them, if it's like a run of a volume. It might just be miscellaneous issues, but for $1, I don't know if you might find that worth checking out. There's also like a huge amount of My the Psychic Girl, which maybe I should have. It was between like this Outlanders and the My the Psychic Girl, but I kind of would rather get the My the Psychic Girl in like the small mangas, but that seems a little bit more like. I remember reading it and I was like, man, if I was like a teenager or a young adult, maybe I'd like it more. Maybe I'm like a little too old to enjoy it. But anyways, got a bunch of these. Outlanders, number 15 by Joji Manabe. Number 16. Number 17. Kind of like the art in these. Haven't really read them yet though. Number 18. And like I said, you kind of can't go wrong with like Studio Proteus or like this era of manga. Number 19. Number 20. Number 12. Number 13. Number 14. Universal Soldier, Part 1, based on the major motion picture, starring Mensa member Dolph Lundgren and JCVD. Alright. Reign of the Dragon Lord, number 2. Again, something that just looks kind of weird, but kind of apt enough, like these monsters and stuff, and that big tarantula. More of that pirate core is number 1. Punisher Year 1. This looks like it could be good or terrible. Like, these painted covers are maybe over the top, but maybe self-aware enough to be good. Punisher Year 1, number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Pirate Core, number 2. Number 3. Samurai, Son of Death, by Sharman Devono and Hiroshi Hirata. Reed Fleming, number 2. World's Toughest Milkman. I love this series. Number 4. Real War Stories, number 1. As told to, I guess that's Mike W. Barr and Brian Bolland. Yeats, he's one of the Coubert School alumni early on, isn't he? Moore, Total Ben, and Bissett. I'd guess that would be Alan Moore then, judging by the other names. Maybe collaborating around that same time of Swamp Thing. O'Neill and Lealola and others. Yeah, very interesting looking. Power Comics, number 2. I don't remember getting this. Maybe that was an accident. It seems like familiar though, the title. If I see indie adults only, yeah, for $1, yeah, even if it's like up to $5 usually if the art doesn't look bad. Scimitar, number 2. New York, Year 0. If it's that post-apocalypse stuff, you know, I'll check it out if it looks kind of good enough that it might be alright. Eclipse as well, man. Gotta love that publisher. Dark Horse Presents, number 58. Sin City and Homicide, Arcudi and Eaglesham. Death's Head, number 1. I kind of like the look of this. Is it related to Death's Head 2? Regardless. Marvel's Greatest, number 41. You know I always get these. Number 45, reprinting that classic Fantastic Four. There was actually, I kind of forgot, maybe I should have gone back because there were like, it looked like mid-grade Fantastic Fours, like below issue 100, maybe around like issue 50 to 80 for around like $20 each and stuff, and maybe I should be doing that. I kind of always tell myself I want to start getting into that, but I still didn't yet. Anyways, these reprints rule anyway. Number 46, number 61, number 42, featuring the peerless power of the Silver Surfer. I saw the original there for about like I think it was like 120 or something. Golgo 13, The Impossible Hit, number 1. Let's take a quick look in here. Take a moment. Yeah, we gotta stop once in a while and talk about a little more. This is one of my favorite like horror, like spy action crime series. This is really good. I hardly ever get to see these Golgo 13s, but just I would advise you to get them anytime you see them, because it might be like the only time you'll see that issue. And they're great. They're just really great for that kind of thing. The Impossible Hit. And these are often like standalone stories in each issue as well, so you get a satisfying complete story. Okay, more Reed Fleming, number 1. Some Kimiko Elementals, number 14. I know those who love Elementals love it a lot, and nice green babe cover, kind of She-Hulk reminiscent. Talked about these recently, though they were like lower grade than these, so I couldn't resist getting these. Let me find these a good home. I want to send these to the brother. Nightmares, mentioned Lacey and McGregor. These are great. Nightmares number 2. That's the complete set 1 and 2. There was actually like a pretty decent, like maybe half or a third of a long box that was all just weird Fantagraphics stuff I'd never seen before. Yeah, there was like a lot of indie stuff. Like you'd even get like a freaking long box of like Aircell and like Eternity, and there's probably a decent amount of Eclipse and Pacific stuff in there. But I was like, man, yeah. Even though this, I'm not sure if this style is really what I would look for, but if it's Fantagraphics and $1, it's probably very worth taking a chance on at least. Dog Boy number 1. No idea what these are. Dog Boy number 2. Number 3. Number 7. Kind of good style on that. Looking definitely like 1990 or something. Look like a Paula Abdul video almost. Dog Boy, oh Dog Girl, number 8. Peter Zoo's Quadrant. This issue, Sleazoids. Also, Tara Balance's Hellraiser. Nice painted cover with some nice fan service for me. Might be something. Another painted cover, Quadrant number 5. Totally different genre looking than the previous issue, so maybe there's like an anthology. Lust of the Nazi Weasel. What? Number 3. More Fantagraphics weirdness. Good Girls number 1. Nice. Good Girls number 2. Hugo by Milton Knight Jr. This guy's cartooning style is kind of good. It kind of like looks like early kind of animation style. There was a bunch of Kamui there. I was able to, okay, right? The omnibuy or omnibuses that are coming out now will publish everything to completion. But these, I don't know why I just gravitate more towards reading floppies myself. I used to be the opposite, that I'd never, I always preferred trade paperbacks or omnibuses, but, so I'm kind of like getting these in this format, but I guess the floppies weren't published to completion in this story, so just a word of advice if you're into these. But yeah, got like maybe like about 1 to 30 now from this. Was able to fill the whole. Kamui number 15, A Genuine Ninja Story. Was this guy the sorry, the Sanpei Shirato, this cartoonist or mangaka, was he like the founder of the school that one of the Wolf and Cub guys went to? I should know this better, but it's a little blurry. It's a long day, long week too. Kamui number 16. But yeah, these kind of read a lot like similar vibes to me as Lone Wolf and Cub. Very, very good quality, very moving and cool stories. Kamui number 20. Number 21. 22. 23. 27. 28. 29. 30. 32. Legend of Kamui number 34. Oh yeah, okay, so I have like past the first 30. 36. Maybe I'm about like got about the first 40. Hubblebragen number 35. 37. Some Charlton horror for $1. Beyond the Grave number 14. I love this kind of look when, like, you know, when the mouth is almost like a horrific, almost like slobber. That's always a good effect. That's a classic. Like, you love drawing that and seeing that even as a kid. Beyond the Grave number 14, that was. Mobius's Airtight Garage, the Elsewhere prints. This isn't Mobius, but it's kind of like other cartoonists working in his world. That's number 2. This is one of those series that I keep like collecting, but I don't know if I like it. I haven't really like been able to like get through them, but I might be missing something because it's that weird like British invasion, like Alan Davis, David Lloyd, Dave Gibbons, Steve Dillon, like kind of 2000 AD Warrior Magazine crew or something. But Laser Eraser and Press Button. This is 3D though, so adding to that 3D section to check out. Scout number 1, extra copy of that. Some early Concretes I didn't have. Concrete number 9. Color Special number 1. Actually, I do have this extra copy of that there. Fragile Creature number 1. You know what? I might have a couple of these, but I don't have this one, or not until now. The Concrete first issue number 1. Some Kumiko Grendel. I know I have the first 15, but moving on. Number 17, Trouble with Girls, number 2. So I've read about like just a handful at this time, and I was telling bro next to me that it kind of reads like Uncle Scrooge, but if Uncle Scrooge was like a bimbo-fied beefcake, and instead of people trying to steal his money, they're trying to have sex with him and steal his money. But I'm not familiar with the whole series, but they are fun to read for me so far. That's Kamiko Trouble with the Girls, number 2. Number 3, Concrete, number 5. Putting holes in the run of a Sable, number 30. Now I have like a pretty long run. Number 33, fun to read kind of too. Still taking those. Kamui, number 21. Oh shit, that's a double, isn't it? Shade the Changing Man, some Ditko weirdness. That's number 3. Number 4. Oh, that's Beat. Wow. It doesn't hurt though. Trouble with Girls, number 18. Published by Eternity at this point. Number 19. Number 20. Yeah, building that Longbox deal is kind of like a lot of these things. Maybe I'd be on the fence. Like, should I get these? But once you know you're paying like less than $1, is like, I can justify like, yeah, I would like to like check out a big run of a lot of these series. Number 21, Trouble with Girls. Number 22, 23, Grendel, number 19. And I will like, oh man, I was using a paper wish list for many years, but I lost it. I had like 2 different copies too that I would like update, but yeah, I lost them. So I did like try to update and like build a new wish list, but I wasn't able to like completely do so in time. But I think I'm like doing pretty good. Grendel, number 19, number 20. And it's so weird, like my wish list is huge, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna be able to find so many things that I'm looking for, but even it's weird that you like can't find everything you're looking for even at a huge comic convention. Anyway, but it's cool to find like weird stuff too. It's weird that I couldn't find like the mainstream stuff I'm looking for. Trouble with the Girls, number 4. Puma Blues, number 12. Getting this series pretty nearly complete too. Number 13. Yes, is what I said when I saw this. I like this. Oh man, I'm scared to say the name, but you know the dude. Scary. Blood of the Innocent, number 1. Number 2. Is this? It looks like it's maybe Vokes. There was like painted. It was Tim Vigil painting the covers before for like Dracula in Hell. This kind of looks similar, but I don't know if it is necessarily. That doesn't really look like Vigil, but it looks similar to that painted one before that he did. Blood of the Innocent, number 3. Extremely Silly Comics, number 1, from Antarctic Press. Not sure about indie comedies sometimes, but this looks pretty good. Bones, what? He's dead, Jim. I mean, this time he's really dead, Jim. Count on it. And it looks like Bones killed Spock. Classic rivalry. Venger Robo, number 7. I just saw that it was a story by Gonagai. So, yeah, he's pretty fun writing a lot. Ninja Elite, number 2. Ninjas in a painted cover. Sure. Sabretooth Classics, number 1. I think these reprint early appearances of Sabretooths that are like even pre-Wolverine, like Iron Fist and maybe Spider-Man, weird stuff like that. Trouble with Girls, number 14. Number 13. Number 12. It's weird, like these, like when I look at the covers, I'm like, it doesn't really look necessarily like it might appeal to me, but I do enjoy it. It seems like that when I read them, I have some entertainment, have some laughs and stuff, have a hoot. Trouble with the Girls, number 1, from Malibu Press at this point. All the Sex and Twice the Violence. Scarlet and Gaslight. I saw this is by... Okay, this is number 3. And here's number 1. I saw this by Martin Powell and Seppo Makinen. That's the same team who did Ghosts of Dracula, which sadly I wasn't able to find at this. I can't find that stuff anywhere, man. But that team is awesome. You know what? We better look inside here because that guy's art is sick. Yeah, let's take a quick random look here together. See, this is nice, like just kind of classic looking brushwork. Always really nice compositions, like from not just the panels, but even the entire page. God damn, this is like one of my favorite discoveries, this team. If it's anywhere near as good as Ghost of Dracula, then like the women look pretty. Like I said, it kind of reminds me of like the cartooning of Dame Darcy, this kind of gothic. I don't know if it would be classical, like turn of the century, but maybe more so like 1960s or early 70s. Kind of European influence, maybe. I really like it. And the writing is like so tight, actually. Martin Powell's writing and anything that I've read by him. Kind of stoked to discover this. Okay, moving on. Here's more Outlanders. Number 2. Number 3. Number 7. Some bondage there for you. Holy crap. One dude has the... What's that Wonder Woman cover with like the Jeff Jones cover? Where she's like all like in chains and stuff and it looks just like a horror comic. He has that for $85 in a VF. I'm kind of thinking, I don't know if I should try to offer like 75. But I never really wanted it. It's just like the cover is so cool. That's kind of a lot to spend just for a cover for me. I'm not sure. But if I were to go back there, maybe I would be able to do that. But I don't know. Okay, moving on. Outlanders number 27, 28, 29. More Gun Fury. Gun Fury number 2. Outlanders number 31. Number 32. It's kind of like in for a penny, in for a pound at this point of like, you discover a chunk of early issues. And it's like, well, yeah, I'll fill the long box more. Get all of them that are in there. 32, 33. Pep, number 223. 12th Center. Sure, I'll buy that, by golly. GI Combat, number 151. Featuring Jeb Stewart and the Haunted Tank. Is this a racist tank possessed by a ghost? That's what I've heard. Though, I don't know if it's necessarily racist so much as Southern. Which, it's okay to be stereotypical against Southerners. That's the time that it's fine to do so, right? I'm messing around. Okay, let's keep going. A haunted tank featuring racism? Sure. Terminator number 4. This cover is awesome. This is the first Terminator series, right? Haven't read those yet, but I've finally like finished like a big run of the early Terminators. So saving that for a rainy day just to read like the first like 3 or 4 storylines of that, see how that is. Outlanders number 26. Yeah, the art is like, there's actually really good, almost like, I don't want to be blasphemous, but almost like Hayao Miyazaki level, like fantasy, sci-fi, like sci-fantasy art inside these two of like crazy monsters and contraptions and machinery and spaceships and crazy like sci-fantasy guns and stuff. But the covers are more simple. Outlanders number 10, number 11. Who knows though if I'll like these, but at least I'll have either keep them or sell them as a lot, right? Outlanders number 12, number 13. Yeah, Studio Proteus, come on. Everything else was so good that back then. Outlanders number 14, number 15, 16, 17. Just kind of like outright Princess Leia slave bikini ripoff, maybe there. Maybe some Fist of the North Star too. Outlanders number 18, 19. Don't worry, there's other stuff coming up, guys, if you couldn't see this. Number 20, but yeah, in for a penny, in for a pound. Number 21, number 22, 23, wedding issue, 24. Some nice cheesecakey art. I like the, you can see the painting and the use of like tone maybe too to paint. So they're not slouching. Have I sold you on it? I'm not sure yet if it's good or not. That was number 24. The Rovers, more of that post-apocalyptic kind of mercenary stuff. The Rovers, number 4. More Trouble with Girls, number 17. I swear there's other stuff. Concrete, number 4. Savage She-Hulk, Volume 1, or I guess Volume 2 would be Sensational She-Hulk anyway. I just file it all under She-Hulk. All the Hulk stuff, it doesn't go under I for Incredible. It goes under H for Hulk. Spider-Man, the same. I felt a little bit like Spider-Man brackets year that it started, and amazing or whatever, right? I think that's the good organizational way. Savage She-Hulk number 17, that was. Number 21. Trouble with Girls number 2. Holy mac. I'm gonna be a friggin' expert on this series, man. Just you wait until the movie gets optioned, and then I'll be laughing all the way to the bank. Trouble with Girls number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, 7, 9, 12, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11. I didn't even realize I got this many. 16. Kind of just like grab it by the handful. But we're about just a little over halfway through the long box. Wow. Kamui number 1 in high grade. Love it. Johnny Nemo magazine number 1 by Milligan and Ewens. Fashion in Action number 1, or Summer Special, that is. Hand of Fate number 1. This is pretty groovy. Pretty cool. Strange Days number 3. Grips number 1. There is actually like a whole stack of these in there. Grips number 1. Kamui number 13. Number 11. Number 2. Trying to complete all these. Mystery Quarterly number 6. Batman Grendel, Devil's Riddle. Grendel Batman, Devil's Mask. Batman Gallery. Would this be a bunch of pinups? Let's check out. Let's take a look. Brayfogle. I'll just stop and remark when I have anything to add. If I'm not familiar, I'm moving through. Oh, this is cool that they juxtapose both of these. Bob Kane, Detective 31 with Neil Adams, Batman 227. It's nice to be able to see a high quality scan on paper. Frank Miller and Lynn Varley, Dark Knight poster. I think this was the cover for the first edition of the trade paperback or hardcover. Miller and Giordano. Louis Garcia Lopez, love that dude's stuff. Perez. Painting by John Bolton of Man Bat. Neil Adams with Man Bat. Neil Adams again. Oh, kind of a Dead Man pose. They're gonna be doing a new Dead Man series. That's interesting to hear. Brian Bolland. Love to see it. Todd Mack. I saw a bunch of people had this issue slapped there. Dave McKean. Joe Kubert. Oh, love this. Doesn't this just give you like a bunch of wicked feelings? This Batman the Animated Series painting. I guess that'd be by Bruce Timm, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I wouldn't mind knowing if it was somebody else. Mike Zeck. Oh, okay, this is a wraparound cover. Caseta and Palmiotti, right? Kind of classic in its own right. Moving on. Savage Dragon number 17. Kind of just rereading these in order as I can put them together. Just a weird looking indie genre thing, maybe. Painted cover. Bloodlines number 4. Bloodlines number 7. Oh, this is great. Well, to me anyhow, because I'm looking for these. I'm becoming quite a fan of Guillaume March's art, and this run seems like really, really well done for his. Should we look through, you know what, we looked through a lot last time. Should we? Yeah, take a minute or two. Cause these retail for like higher, so I'm glad to find these for $1. That rules actually. It's nice to find exactly what you're looking for only $1 at times. Eh? Yeah, just yeah, March coming into his own. It seems around this time. At least I'm not sure. He just seems to get stronger and stronger in his art. That's number 10, number 9, number 9. More Savage She-Hulk. This time number 15. Number 16, Magic number 3, Francis, Brother of the Universe, his complete life story, number 1, Tomb of Dracula, Lord of Vampires, number 66. I can't even say the name. Fucking terrible. Tomb of Dracula, number 61. Sorry guys, I'm making silly jokes once in a while. Secrets of Haunted House, number 17. Love Bronze Horror. Tomb of Beep, number 56. All right, maybe that joke isn't that funny to pretend that I'm like terrified of Dracula, but you gotta pass the time somehow. This series is awesome, dudes. Trust. It's like you know, Vertigo when it's like at its best. It's kind of like nothing else, and you get a read that is like genre. What's the word again? Like it escapes, it breaks free of like genres or anything. It's hard to define, but it's just you'll be like moved to your heartstrings. You'll be in suspense. You'll be freaking almost like your heart broken and shit. Like this is great. Thanks to Comics Raw Your Brain that covered this. If you see this, give it a read. It's not like it's gonna like go change your religion or anything, but you're really gonna be like, fuck, that was a killer read, man. Like I could reread it again, just like reading Preacher again or something like that. Like, yeah, 6-issue miniseries. Yeah, speaking of Preacher, early Steve Dillon. This is fucking unreal, man. Screamer number 1. I said it before. It's like post-apocalypse crime, almost like Scarface, but like there's a little bit of a sci-fi edge, but it's not over the top. More like the post-apocalypse style of like Escape from New York kind of dystopia rather than Wasteland. It's like abandoned cities of just crazy crime lords running rampant with like no kind of oversight or anything, just abandoned kind of cities. Screamer number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. Concrete celebrates Earth Day 1990. Oh my god. Should have got this number 1. Fucking hippies. Oh wait, this has, yeah, okay, homie passed it to me. He said this has a story by Mobius and Charles Vess. Damn dirty hippies. The Wild number 1, Eastern. Yeah, there was a bunch of there was like a long box of like Chinese comics too. Trickster King Monkey number 1, number 2. The Demon Warrior number 1, number 2. This might have been the only ones, or there were like other copies of these, but I don't know if there was like a huge run. Number 3, number 5. Homie next to me passed this too, Kira. He said it would like put hair on my chest. It almost looked like Don Simpson or something. I'm not sure who. He might have told me, but I forget right now. But he recommended this highly. He's like, you should get this. It's really good. So yeah, we'll check that out. Bit of a throwback here. Mad Balls number 2. Cool cartooning style. And I remember, I think I was about like 5 years old when I would read these, and they would crack me up at the time. I don't know if they're just like puns and gross out humor, but it kind of still looks good. I wonder how it would hold up, you know, to looking back as an adult. Maybe it is kind of good. What's a pretty chick doing in a joint like this? He's like slobbering and he's so disgusting. Yeah, this looks like it might be alright actually. Sectors number 4. This is still pretty good like looking style for an adaptation of a property. Yeah, and we've talked about it before. Those toys are awesome, man. Still have them. Baron Werewolf's Haunted Library. Some more Charlton horror. I guess because the an old sticker is stuck on the cover. Oh man, it's great. Some Kaluta Shadow number 4. The final issue of House of Mystery. That's House of Mystery number 321. Before, I guess after this, it just was rebooted as Elvira's House of Mystery. But yeah, kind of classic. Kong the Untamed number 1. Wrightson. Can't remember if he did the interiors. Evangeline. If you need a set of Evangeline, which I suggest everybody give a shot. This is a fun post-apocalypse action series, and not just run-of-the-mill. This one is like pretty stellar in my opinion. Evangeline number 1. Marvel Tales starring Spider-Man number 189. These are always nice, man. If you can't afford the originals, these are fun times. These still. There was a guy there digging. Like, we always run into each other at the dollar bins, and he was like grabbing all of these like slightly before I could, but I still felt happy because he was talking about getting these as like he was like doing some early Christmas shopping for people he knows and loves, and he was like going to give these to a young person. I was like, yeah, man, I still have like these from my youth, and I could never get rid of them. I love them so much. They're I would even like, like trace over them with pen and stuff, like just want to draw every pose and every line and stuff. Like they're fun. These are kind of classic. I understand why Spider-Man is so goddamn popular when you look back at some of the classic stuff. That's 188. Striker number 4. This is the property that Katsuro Otomo directed the movie Spriggan. They're kind of like almost like Hellboy, if Hellboy was like an action. Well, Hellboy is kind of action, but they're like a Secret Service Men in Black almost for like a paranormal conspiracy. Like what if Noah's Ark was an extra dimensional like kind of storage portal rather than an ark and shit like that. It's like hidden from the government and shit, or like angels or weird stuff. So it's hard to. I never see like a run of these though, just random issues. Striker number 4. New Mutants number 50. Cover by there, or I don't know. I'm dipping my toes in New Mutants, but more so when the covers are very striking, or I can see a cool Ill Bill run. Some of the art Adams Fantastic Four. This one number 348. Kitty Pryde and Wolverine number 2. Getting another second set together because friend took the other gladly. I was happy to pass it along. Kitty Pryde and Wolverine number 3. It's pretty classic. G.I. Joe and Transformers number 3. G.I. Joe and Transformers number 4. I might have like a complete set of these now. Slaying the Berserker number 1. Yeah, I've enjoyed reading the issues of these that I've read. It's a pretty big series, so I think, right? Slaying the Berserker number 2. I think it's always had the same writer, Pat Mills, but has different artists. There's a notable Bisley run, of course, on this too. Slaying number 4. More weird indie genre stuff, but looks kind of cool. Existing Earth number 1. Futurama number 1. Slave Labor. Would this be smutty? We better look inside and see. Futurama Part 1. I Want to Be a Machine. Concepts by Haluchinsky and Klein. Words by Klein. Visuals by Haluchinsky. Yeah, you and me both want to be a machine, brother. Wouldn't that be the paradise? To just be a cloud of nanotech? Okay, but the transhuman's dream, right? To like live forever in a machine? That's the hell of I have no mouth and I'm a screamer. Like, think about if you were like even paralyzed or amputated or had no genitals even. Get down to that. Like, would you rather lose your arms, legs, or like what, But I don't think it would be paradise living in a machine. We'll just leave it at that. Not to get too icky. Moving on though. I guess it's like I'm just looking through this here with you. I guess kind of a retro future look. Looks kind of good though. I like that there's like a nice balance of black and white and stuff. Like, because sometimes when you get it to indie stuff, it doesn't have an overall maybe like kind of color or value balance. But this might be alright. judging by the art anyway. Anyway, not disappointingly, no smut for our machine bodies. Electric Fear number 4 3D Zone. Yeah, I was like, I see this, and maybe it's like 3D, so yeah, might be alright. Claremont, newer Claremont. Judging by the trade dress, I guess is from around the era of like Marvel Knights. Like judging by the price tag and this kind of font and placement and stuff. X-Men Black Sun, number 1. Number 2. Claremont's the daddy of X-Men. I don't know. I feel like I can't really read any non-Claremont X-Men. Number 3, except for like, yes, a little bit of stuff. That's a big can of worms debate that is fun to get into though. Nightcrawler number 1. And Star Wars number 3. And that brings us to the end of that dollar bin or dollar area. Like tons of tables of tons of long boxes of dollar books there. Fill a long box for 200 Devolas. And yeah, you can flip the spines, put them sideways. One guy was even stacking some on top between the lid and the tops of the other comics, and that was totally fine. So your mileage may vary, but there's all kinds of stuff in there if you're wondering. I guess I can just say now, I don't need to wait till there was like a whole other section apparently of like another vendor that was like, I guess String Bean also has like a whole section of dollar books there. So maybe I should go back tomorrow or maybe today at the time of when this finishes uploading. I haven't decided yet because I didn't, yeah, I guess we'll go into that later. Let's continue though. Yeah, what do you think, guys? It's always fun to hear you chime in. We're going to continue now with the other vendor stuff. Not a huge amount, but let's rock. Yeah, maybe by saying I'm not convinced whether to go again is like my way of trying to convince you to go and just take me with you, or like have somebody to gab with and hunt with. It's pretty fun there. There's a homie, we're joking around. It's fun to be on the other side of the table and be the annoying people just having witty banter and then wasting the vendor's time and not buying anything. Now I know what it's like on the other side. It's pretty fun on this side. Being a fucking shithead. But like I said, man, like a lot of the stuff there wasn't really like a bargain. I would kind of be like, fuck, I could like order online and probably like pay about the same. Like what? Like I'll find stuff that will be a good price, but maybe it'll be like low grade and I'll be like, bruh, that's kind of like overpriced for that grade. Some things, but not this. This is a set of 1984 numbers 1 to 10, and this is like pretty high. So yeah, I've been looking for these for like, it feels like almost coming up on a year. So that rules. One of the major things is that it has Mutant World by Stranad and Corbin in issues like 1 to 9 or so, I think. So that's a big clincher and makes you want to get into it. Yeah, this was a good score. The guy had a price on this of $70. Offered him $50 and he said $60. And I said, you know what, man, that's still good. That's still really nice. I'm very happy with that. Oh yeah, there's Wally Wood. It's adults Wally Wood too. Yeah. So this is one of the things that I did spend a little bit of money on, but when you get down to it, it's only $6 an issue, which is pretty great. But yeah, feels good, man. Feels good. One vendor had a bunch of distillery books there. I've talked about this in a couple of recent videos as being like one of my favorite like westerns that I've read or seen like for movies. Like this feels on the first read, this felt as good as like a classic spaghetti western, like almost like Leone or at least like Eastwood levels, like High Plains Drifter or Pale Rider or like Outlaw Josie Wales level. I might like it better than some of those non-Leone Eastwood movies for real though. Blood Brothers Mother, fuck. Okay, these were like $5 each, so like half price and no tax too. And I'm like, should I get these from my brother from another color? Way out there, man. I would be happy to send these to the brother. Yeah, because I can. Yeah, this is so good. I'm really like I feel no pain getting this second set. This is so nice to get, man. Blood Brothers Mother number 2. So this is a complete set. Number 3 and number 4. I think this is the A covers maybe. But regardless, all of the it's one of those things where all the covers are like you can't decide because they're all really groovy, and they're all like wraparound covers too. So these were $5 each, but I was like, hey man, would you do all 4 for 15? And he was like, yeah, I can do that. And then I gave him a 20, and he was still breaking the chain. I said, like, you know what, dude? How about would you do this for another $5 instead of 6, and just make it a 20? And I said, yeah. Hello Halloween, number 1. I kind of missed this one when it came out. I was like off the off board of like checking these out, but I'm kind of on board now checking them out. At least the covers are still great. Like, anthologies, they can be hit or miss, but giving this another chance. Hello Halloween there. Okay, one guy, even though it was like kind of getting close to the end of the sneak peek Friday night, which it was crazy how busy it was in there too for that. I thought it was all just gonna be old heads, but no, there's all kinds of people there. But yeah, thankfully a little stack of I think 8 or 9 Charlton horrors for $1 each. I love it. I don't mind if there's like a little wrinkly or a little spine roll or something either. I don't think there's any tears or any detachments or rust, so that's really nice for me. A couple of cracks, no folds or anything. As for me, as long as it's like not falling apart in my hands, I'm very happy. Ghostly Haunts number 40, because you can find a bunch of this kind of stuff there, but you might be paying more like $4 to $10 each in like nicer grade. So, depending on what you're looking for. Ghostly Tales number 138. We are 138. Ghost Manor number 47. Maybe Ditko covered. Just guessing. Could be wrong though. Ghost Matter number 24. This is a classic painted cover. I think this, looking at the cover, I think this might have a story and cover reprinted in Haunted Love. Oh, this does for sure. Ghost Manor number 20. Now pronounce you man and wife, you may now kiss the bride. I love you forever and ever. And you can see his vampire teeth there and his weird hairy claw-like hands. Just like me. Number 79. Hairy on the other side though. Alright, this joke's guys. Ghost number 79. Yeah, I still have yet to find this in high grade. I still now I've completed 2 sets of the Marvel Comics Presents Windsor Smith Weapon X, which isn't easy to do, seemingly without spending quite a bit of money. Unfortunately though, each first issue in the set is a little bit wavy. This one says water damage, but aside from that, there's nothing wrong with it, but it is wavy. That's the first issue of Weapon X, Marvel Comics Presents number 72. At that point, I think I was at $7, and he's like, oh no. He's like, dude, you gotta find 3 more. And I was like, you're right. It was kind of good vibes there. People aren't trying to hoodwink you or take advantage of you, but kind of nice, kind of groovy there. Batman number 664. So yeah, getting to an even $10 here. Tales from the Crypt number 2. Nice Jack Davis. There was a guy at Tales from the Crypt for $3 each. I probably should have got them, actually. From Wayne, Den number 10. Always get those when I can. If they're under $5 and under, I think is pretty decent for those. Okay, so the Avatar Belladonnas, they don't seem as groovy as the Boundless ones, especially the ones that are by Mike Costa on the writing, but for $1, man. Belladonna. That's from another vendor. Same with this one. Fritz Lieber's Fafar and the Grey Mouser by Howard Chaykin, Mike Mignola, Al Williamson, and Van Valkenburg. Getting close to the end, and this was getting close to the end of the show actually, without my knowing it. So I did get there a little bit late. I was there for I guess a total of 4 hours, which usually about 3 hours is good enough for me. But if there's a whole wall of like I don't know how many boxes of dollar books that was. That's like a whole convention in itself. So, um, yeah, the one vendor, he said all these books were actually $1, but he was like 50 cents each. Take them all. So I was like, all right, 50 cents. That makes it easier to decide. Jonah Hex number 78, number 76, 75. Not sure about these later ones, but take a chance on them. 55, 28, 19. Hex is a classic. Oh shit, an extra copy by accident of number 19. Number 12. G.I. Joe 58. Jonah Hex number 79. 83. These have pretty good covers. 80. G.I. Joe number 57. Number 55. Oh shit, they're gonna unmask Snake Eyes and Cobra Commander and Destro? What the H? These are Zach covers, right? I think so. Alternative Comics presents Free Comic Book Day. No idea what this is, but I guess it's indie anthology. Indie, kind of underground, maybe. This might be the boring kind of just sitting around navel gazing, though I'm not sure. If you're gonna navel gaze, there better be a lot of loathing and misanthropy as well. I'm not sure about this. It better not just be about how you can't get a date, you scum. Wait, who is this? I can't recognize this art. Okay, I'm filibustering. Moving on. Who knows if this will... You never know with these, but for 50 cents, why not? Wolverine number 4. The Thing number 23. Yeah, because he was like, yeah, take a couple more. Daredevil number 185, some Frank Miller. I keep finding this particular issue like beat up in like 50 cent or dollar bins, so yeah, I don't know. Oh, this is kind of classic. This is like during the... Isn't this like during the kind of Punisher storyline, like the first Daredevil and Punisher storyline? Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, Captain America number 295. Yeah, I haven't. There's a lot of. I've been like, I collected the Born Again Daredevil. Now I'm just trying to get all the Frank Miller Daredevil. Captain America number 295. Kind of cool cover. I forget which era I should be looking for. I know the Zek is recommended by the homie Big Elbow. This one is like thrown in Punisher Final Days. Because I've only read up to like about number 50 something now for Punisher. I swear it's the best though. My parent. Okay. This was good to find. This was on the wish list. Man, it's so weird that all my I'm looking for the Warren Ellis and Declan Shalvey Moon Knight. Can't find that there. Only the Jed McKay. I'm looking for the Warren Ellis Iron Man Extremis. Tons of people have Iron Man, but they don't have that. But luckily, I was able to... There's another Iron Man I was looking for, the Barry Windsor Smith one. Finally. Number 232. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, and I think he did the colors too, right? As well as the plotting. Script by David Michelinie. Kind of classic Spider-Man writer during a Venom and Todd McFarlane, Eric Larson era. Maybe, what's his face after that too. These colors on the newsprint, huh? Hey. Bro, some Koke was saying, I forgot what he said exactly. It's the people looking for the newsprint they're the vinyl nerds of analog versus digital when it comes to music. That it's warm and comforting, and that we're nerds, but we're also correct. But it's funny. He was saying it in a little bit of a humorously deprecating way. That's pretty funny. We're hipster dorks in a way, but we're right. Yeah, the newsprint is. I do prefer it. If more omnibuses or trade paperbacks were like this, I would be getting them. And like, okay, as a bit of a digression, shout out to the DC like non-glossy format, and maybe that's why like manga works too. Like, why not do this more? Keep the cost down and look so goddamn good. Anyway, a little bit of digress. Let's digress once in a while and conversate. Sin City, The Babe Wore Red. This is kind of a classic. Oh yeah, this one and the next one were from Jeff from his $3 bins. This came out, I believe this was after Dame to Kill For, but before Big Fat Kill, if I remember correctly. Kind of peak era, but yeah. I think I might have had this back in the day, but I like one of my silly, purged my entire comic collection after watching Fight Club or something. Probably back then, I'm putting it more simple than it. Probably reading was it Spook Country by William Gibson too. Just like Spartan, like not your spirituality should let you just be able to live in like an empty room and still feel fullness. But now I know I'm not like that. I'm more of like an Addams Family Baroque, like weird treasure and oddities collection in your home. That's the way I look at it. It takes all types. It's good to figure out which type you are, what makes you happy, and how you want to live. Digressing more. Okay, another one from Jeff's $3 bins, because pass this on to a homie, but this is, I talked about this before about a year ago, that this is one of my favorite, not only issues of Hellblazer, but one of my favorite like single comic issues ever. It's so good. Hellblazer Annual #1 by Delano and Brian Talbot. Back up by Dean Motter. But this is just one of the best, like, horror or kind of fantasy and history based, like going back through the eyes of, I don't know if he's hallucinating or dreaming, but his ancestor Emperor Constantine, who in this story was not like the classically he was the emperor of Rome to adopt Christianity rather than paganism as the official Roman Empire's religion. But in this, he's actually like one of the most powerful pagan sorcerers, and he kind of just did it as like a ruse to seem okay. And he's just like one of the most powerful magicians or sorcerers, and it's like fucking, it's so dark, it's so crazy. It's so good. I recommend if you're into Hellblazer or like horror or whatever, or even if you wanted like a random issue to check out, this is like, it's so good, man. Okay, moving on, getting close to the end. Yeah, this was one I was on the fence of, but like I was like, yeah, there's nothing really like expensive that I'm trying to get here. Everything was like $5 and under pretty much that I got, but then this was like $10 from Jeff. Bande dessinée Penthouse, le magazine du sexe, du sang et des larmes. What is that? The magazine of sex, blood, and weapons? Not quite. I don't know what alarm is. Sexy manga o Genki Clinic. Exclusive Aphrodisia Undruna. So this has like Penthouse comic stuff that wasn't like in the normal American stuff, I guess, too. So I gotta see what that's about. Welcome to this channel if you don't know. Oh, it's fucking thick as hell too. Okay, that's cool. And that was a tenner, and he said get something. He has like a pretty good $2 and $3 magazine section too. This is from Jeff. Heavy metal number 267. I figured like there were a couple of $2 heavy metals in there, but I figured this one has Bilal. So oh, and Hudnall. I like James D. Hudnall too. Is that it? This almost looks like a Bisley cover too, but it's Millgate, I guess. Okay, yeah, I guess that's it. Should I go back tomorrow for that other stuff, guys, to look? I didn't spend like I'm under like the budget that I gave myself. I like went like under half of what I was doing, so I could go back. Like I said, I just want you to convince me to go. I guess like I'm not sure. It's surprisingly easy to get to and from there, even though it's across the city. So that's one thing about the new mass transit system here is like everybody. I definitely it has like major problems, but then in other ways it'll be like once in a while it'll surprise you in doing like one thing right. Like it's almost like that string theory spaghetti like code of the universe or whatever is like, why the fuck can't you get like two things that are close together can't be connected, but like if you're going like way across to one weird like nether realm of the city you can get there. But yeah, anyway, chime in if you have any advice or know anything cool about anything you found here. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and happy hunting out there. Hope you find wicked stuff. All right, peace. Have a good weekend.